This has been something to see tonight at Yankee Stadium. We move to the ninth. Andy Pettitte was great. Made one mistake to the guy at the plate right now, Josh Hamilton, a two-run homer in the first. And so far, that's been enough for the Rangers' Cliff Lee. Boone Logan, the new pitcher, the third of the night for the Yankees.
You would think that Logan, this would be his only hitter.
Quickly he falls behind 3-0, and if you missed it, this was it. You know, Josh Hamilton just reaching out and put it in the seats and right.
But when you have a hot pitcher and you give him a couple of runs early, no better gift than that, right, John?
He becomes en fuego. Even hotter.
3 balls, 1 strike. Cliff Lee with 13 strikeouts. So Boone Logan trying to come all the way back. He fell behind 3-0. Count full now to the leadoff hitter in the ninth. And Josh Hamilton, base hit to left. In fact, that ball skips past Brett Gardner to the wall. And Hamilton's got a stand-up double. Like Logan, he appeared in Game 2. The game in Texas in which the Rangers evened the series at a game apiece.
Well, the Yankees bullpen has been pretty outstanding this entire postseason.
Joe Girardi and the Yankees trying to hold him right there. For Cliff Lee and the Rangers looking for a little more cushion. And you hear that all the time, John and Ron, about, you know, he could really use some insurance. When you're sitting on the bench and you got a 2-0 lead right now, you're ready to go out for the ninth. How bad are you wishing, hoping, praying? Give me a little more.
Let me tell you, the perfect scenario is to have a nip and tuck game that you're winning and it keeps that concentration level, and then the ninth, pour it on. Just unleash. Because then at that point you get a little breathing room, because the game in itself, I know he's made it look real easy in a 2-0 game, but how about that kid in the bullpen? He's saying, I don't care if we get a save. 3 more runs.
Yeah.
Much like Dennis Eckersley said earlier tonight on the pregame show. Guerrero takes a strike, 0-1.
Eck said, I don't need a save. Give me the ring.
At the end of the 8th inning.
Already read his lips. I feel good.
And Ron Washington saying, those are the greatest words I've ever heard. Guerrero's 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts.
I think the only problem you have as a manager here is that you're right, John. Score a lot of runs, get a cushion. But if you're starting pitcher after 120 plus pitches, it's sitting on the bench for 20 to 25 minutes. Then you start to maybe think about that twice.
Well, it's a tough spot for a pitcher to be in. He's always going to say, I feel good.
Yeah.
And he's a guy that likes to finish what he starts.
There's the young Neftali Feliz, who saved 40 games Third highest total in the American League. Did get some work in game 2. Was not a save situation and finished up in the Rangers' victory.
You know how great Mariano has been. It took him till the age of 28. Almost 28 to get his first save. And here we're talking about a very young rookie having to possibly come into this scenario, this stadium, try to knock something down for his team.
That ball's just foul.
Which has never had a postseason save.
Well, Dancing with the Stars is in Angel Hernandez's future. Nice job.
Guerrero hit that ball like a bullet, but he's still behind 0-2. Hamilton with a walking lead off a second. He doubled to start the 9th. It's a key stop by Posada, keeping that ball in front. Keep that runner at second.
And the difference between not swinging there, he needs to elevate that ball just about 3 inches, make it look more like the fastball he just fouled off to get Vladdy to go swing at. What we already know is an aggressive swinger, but that was too low to get him to try and chase.
Something on the ground to the right side would get Hamilton to third, where a fly ball would get him home. That's a base hit into left. Hamilton had to hold up, so they'll be at first and third.
This could be a tough situation for the Yankees. They're going to play the infield in, which leaves room for a stolen base as well, because it's tough for one of those guys at times to get back to the bag when you're so far in. So we'll see how Texas and Ron Washington plays it.
Bourbon stole 15 in the regular season, and one stole 4 in a game against the Red Sox. The old American Legion play doesn't work. Cruz is 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Batting in a big spot here. Now the throw over. Bourbon is back. Cruz has 3 runs batted in the postseason, all on solo homers. Runner going. That ball's hit into left. That'll score a run as Bourbon is safe at third. And the Rangers lead it 3-0.
That's sending a few folks home. The Yankee faithful early start out.
So the base hit again puts runners at first and third. Cruz has good speed at first. Kinsler's 0 for 3. David Murphy has moved into the on-deck circle for Ron Washington's Rangers. He homered and doubled the other day. Robertson taking a long time. Runner going, and yeah, you can't advance. First base was occupied, but Cruz is down at second. Molina's 0 for 3. Last time up, hit a ball down the third baseline that Rodriguez stopped with a dive and then threw him out. And this one into left field. That scores 1, and it's 4-0. Benji Molina's 4th run batted in of this postseason, 2nd of the series. That ball is hit sharply. It's a fair ball. That'll score 1. It'll score 2. And the Rangers have broken it open here in the 9th.
Well, Moreland in there tonight against the left-hander Pettit because he's been taking some great at-bats right on the line down the right field line.
And if that first run had a few folks heading for the exits, that shot is about to clear the place. 6-0. Rangers over the Yankees. Here's Elvis Andrus.
You know, you'd like your guy to finish the game, but now's a perfect time to get your young guy back in the game, the closer, and
shut Lee down.
Shut him down. But we haven't seen any action yet.
The lead is 6, and the wait between innings lengthy for Cliff Lee.
Well, with the Rangers winning their first playoff game at home, they're starting to break some of those old numbers. In their first 12 postseason games against the Yankees, they were outscored 16-0. No longer.
They snapped a 10-game losing streak against the Yankees in the postseason the other day and won that first postseason game at home. And talking to Ron Washington about that today and saying, did that feel like a weight was lifted? He said, we're not paying any attention to what used to happen. We're blazing our own trails now. And they lead this game 6-0 in the 9th. Andrus is 0 for 4.
From the 7th inning on, outscored 16-0. And now putting a 4 spot on in the 9th. They're also one bad relief inning away from maybe having 3 wins in this series.
Yeah, back to what Brian Cashman, the GM, had said through 2 games. He said they've outplayed us for 16 out of 18 innings. We're fortunate to be 1-1. A high chopper that will not stay fair. Josh Hamilton started the inning with a line drive to left center that skipped past Brett Gardner. Ball was hit well for a double. Then David Robertson came on and has given up 4 hits, walked the batter, struck out 1. 4 runs are across here in the 9th. So what do you guys expect to happen now with tomorrow's start? Because Joe Girardi has maintained all week, every time he's answered, our rotation is as we said it. Do you pitch A.J. Burnett in Game 4 tomorrow?
Well, there's going to be a lot of pressure put on Joe based on what happened with A.J. Burnett.
Runner going, ball fouled off. Go ahead.
And I think if conventionally you need to turn the tables back, you go with CC Sabathia. I mean, 3 days rest. He's got a 1.01 ERA. The statistics favor you. And, you know, the only other, the unknown is to Ron's point. You know, does it set back those other guys to a point where it gives you an adverse chance after CC? But what New Yorkers are going to want is they want CC Sabathia 2 more times.
Payoff pitch with the runner going. That ball is hit to right. Nick Swisher on his horse and won't get there. That ball's off the wall. Molina scores. Runners at second and third. And it's 7-0.
You know, to get back to the CC Sabathia question, there's every reason as an organization not to pitch him. You're going to need 4 pitchers if you're going to proceed into the World Series, 4 starters. You don't want to have Hughes on short rest. He's never done it. You don't want to have Andy Pettit pitch on short rest. He was injured most of the second half. But, you know, can't afford to go 3-1 either. Down in the series.
Well, Sergio Mitre is the 3rd Yankee pitcher of the 9th inning. An inning began with a 2-0 Texas lead. Now it's 7-0. And that pitch gets away, and Mitre can't handle the throw, and now it's 8-0 Texas.
Well, he is, Ron, he's out, but he would have been out. Just couldn't hold the ball.
A lot of times you take your eye off the ball anticipating the tag. Mitre is pretty much of a block of a big right-hander.
Michael Young is 3 out of 4. Has scored a run. And he's the 9th Texas hitter of the 9th. Texas is 12 out of 29 in this series with runners in scoring position. The Yankees 4 for 26.
Well, John, you and I both agree this is a good sign. We talked about Lee being on the bench for an extended period of time. Get the young man out there on this mound, even if it's a big lead.
To first for the second out, and the expected Bronx cheer.
Yeah, and if he comes in, have somebody ready behind him, just so you don't expand your pitch count in a game that you have well in hand.
Handshakes all around and hugs for Cliff Lee, so his night is through.
I mean, I know why he wanted to finish, because there's a contract due to him if you pitch a shutout against the Yankees. Here, remember I talked about a 3-year contract? That's what I do.
It's automatic?
Well, postseason it's 6 years.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Regular season 3 years, so he'll just...
I didn't know that was on the line.
Josh Hamilton lofts a fly ball to left. And a long, long top of the 9th leaves the Yankees behind 8-0.